Once you back up your WhatsApp to a Google Drive, that's when it's no longer encrypted, right?
Like I mentioned earlier also, I'm very cautious about everything. I've disabled all my settings. I've deleted all my information. All the ads are off. Everything that is tracked about me, I delete regularly. I told my parents, okay, why don't you delete your location data? And they were like, no, but it's so easy. You know, I have access to this. I can just type home and it will take me home because it knows where my home is. And for some people, the access trumps the data. You know what I mean to say? Like, it's that conversation where people are like, we
had that conversation.
It's just
we have that attitude ना कि सबका ही जा रहा है, हम अकेले नहीं है.
And to explain the generation, like हमारे parents की generation को explain करना is so difficult. All of these things, they really don't care. They really don't know. And they're like, हाँ अभी के लिए क्या सही लग रहा है, हाँ घर जाना है. That's the location, and that's happening, right?
Yeah, I guess it's hard. I mean, it's hard, right? Because it's so convenient and it's the click of a button. But that's where the change has to happen, because, you know, it's not like we're getting any of these services for free. Like, every time you enable your location data, you check in somewhere, you like something on Facebook, you use Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, all of that data is being collected. And in some sense, there is now a saying within this space is that, you know, you are the product. All of us as individuals, we have become the product, because it's through the collection of all our data that new products and services are being created and then being sold back to us. So we think that we're just getting all these products for free, but it's not really for free. It comes at some cost, right? And you may not know the cost today, but better safeguard yourself today than at a later stage when, you know, you have your back against the wall, or you know, you are the victim of a very unfortunate decision or something of the sort. And it's not so hard to do. I mean, you can also just change the browser that you use. That's one simple thing, right? Don't allow ad personalization. That's another simple kind of thing. And you might have seen, like, the ad personalization that you get is often not so great anyway. Like, you know, it's not like you're finding that perfect, I don't know, shampoo or that perfect product or whatever mattress because you've turned on your personalization. Often you get really random things which are not of any use to you at all.
Yeah. Like, you get SMSs, random SMSs. I keep on getting advertising SMSs, and I'm like, this, whatever you guys are talking about, I don't have any of this. Okay, so why are you guys reaching out to me with all these problems and issues and all of that? Okay.
Yeah, I also receive an SMS every month which has my name on it. Hi Saloni, we are giving you a Rolex watch. I don't know from where they have gotten my number, from where they have known my name, but Rolex Rado, that. They just want me to buy that watch.
So don't leave your real name and your real number when you sign up for services.
Exactly. I don't even remember now that where have I given that name and number.
But I would love to know what you guys do.
Way back, I feel, when maybe the internet data wasn't that. But whenever you walk into a store, you give your personal number, you give your name and information. I think you know, enter your email address. Like, maybe 4 or 5 years back when all of this was not such a big thing, and data has been passed on since then. It's not just the internet which is going crazy. It's also the written data we must have submitted so many places. We must have done all of this. I think that's where, Isha, I wanted to ask that, even if you walk into a store to buy a pair of denims, and the people in the store, they make you sign like, okay, give us your feedback, and, you know, write this and write that. So I think maybe वो भी थोड़ा सा control होना चाहिए, या वो भी खुद ही कर लें. मतलब I'm just
take names
always. At all. Just don't, and no one can force you to. It's just another way of collecting information that you don't have to at all.
I actually look forward to this because I give fake names. I give fake names, fake addresses, fake phone numbers. It is a lot of fun because, like she's saying, right? She's saying tricking the system. This is even taking it one more level higher.
You are going
Imagine.
way back to trick everybody.
Yeah, because I don't want my name out there. I don't want my number out there. I don't want my even something as basic as going to, okay, you know, when you go to a building and in the security book, they say, aapka naam likho, aapka, phone number likho and all of that. They ask, where are you coming from? I literally write home. Because I'm like, there.
For the first time, I feel so embarrassed of being so honest in so many places which were not needed.
Yeah, exactly.
It reminds me, it takes me back to all those mistakes. Oh my God, मैंने तो एक simple सा society को भी अपना नाम number बहुत शिद्दत से देकर आई हूँ with all honesty.
I think that's the fundamental thing, right? All of us want to be honest online. We are like, yeah, if we are honest online, what's the big deal? And that is where we lose out on, privacy.
But it's like you all are all, social media influencers. So it's like someone else making a shadow social media profile for you, right?
Yeah.
In some sense, like you eventually lose control over your own reputation, right? Or how you are perceived by the outside world. And that's a really awful feeling. To have that kind of helplessness over not being able to control how you are perceived by other people in the world.
No, in that case, I'm pretty lucky because I have been a part of, like, before being an actress, I've been a part of reality shows where people have seen, like, even the way how I wake up, to what I react, to what I do, like everything has been, and people have the only ones who have liked me they really liked me because of my personal nature there, which I was there in those shows for 2 to 3 months locked inside, and people monitored and saw everything. And I think that's where I am a little safe, because whatever I post, it's always the way I was in the reality show, and it just continues. So that's why I have more number of positive audiences and very less number of negative audiences.
But you all saw that Social Dilemma movie on Netflix.
Of course, yes, we had a word. We had a huge discussion about.
Yeah, Divya also posted about it online that she has watched Social Dilemma.
So what did you think?
The minute I saw it, I'm like, this has to go online, and I just posted a story. I'm like, this is amazing. You guys have to watch it. Bye.
Social Dilemma was a great movie for people who didn't know what was happening. For people who knew what was happening, you were like, okay, cool, got it. Now what? You're telling me I know this. It's not like I didn't know this. For people who didn't, they were like, oh my God, eyes, oh my, wow, open. But like, there's so much more to that people didn't know, that still don't know. And I think that's the conversation that, we are having also, and we are trying to have, like it's a starting point. To start, it's a great conversation starter, but there's a lot more that we need to talk about.
Yeah, but then I think Urvashi has given us some amazing tricks in small changes where we can do this, and also our Instagram page where Reclaim Your Privacy will also guide you through what we have to do, and as a common man, what can be done to prevent or get better.
I'm extremely cautious online. I've taken all the steps to protect myself. But if I have disabled everything and I'm, like you say, I'm using a VPN and all of that, I am still scared. I am paranoid. Every day is lived in paranoia because everything about me is being collected. And I still want to be more cautious. Is there something else I can do apart from like taking the basic steps, visiting the websites, reading more, learning more? Is there anything else that I can do?
I mean, you have to start by reducing your digital footprint. That's the first step. And I think one thing to think about is also think like just enough internet. What is the just enough internet for you? So at what point do you get what you need out of it and everything else is kind of superfluous? So I think reducing that digital footprint is really, really important,
sure.
Right? And thinking really carefully about what to share, when to share, what you're actually achieving out of it. And, till that kind of behavioral change also happens amongst people, it's really hard to imagine that the status quo will change, right? So I think that's really important. Then what else? We talked about how you can change your browsers. We talked about how you can turn off your ad settings.
Yeah.
Try to avoid integrating all your apps together, right? Use password managers, use VPNs, make sure, I mean, even just small things, right? Like when you're updating all your apps, don't update all of them together. Right? I mean, it sounds really painful, but it's better to actually go one by one and update all of them one by one, because what happens is that when you download the app, there's like these default privacy settings, right? The default privacy settings are typically what is a very pro sharing kind of setting, right? So then you go and you turn off all these default settings, but when you update the app, often what happens, it goes back to your default settings, right? So instead of updating all your apps just in one go, where you just say update all, actually, I mean, it's very painful. Actually go and see what you're updating, and really, like, I mean, I know it's a luxury for at least for me, and I think for all of us also, to have to have a laptop and maybe access it through a browser, but really where possible, like, don't use your phone, right? Like, really keep the apps on your phone to a bare minimum, right? You may not need all of the apps that you have on your phone. Use them on your browser, because all of these extensions, all of these kind of safety steps don't exist in the same way on a phone. Right? Use encrypted messaging services. So use things like WhatsApp and Signal, but don't back up your WhatsApp and Signal onto a Google Drive, right? Because once you back up your WhatsApp to a Google Drive, that's when it's no longer encrypted, right? So you lose that encryption. So you don't want to...
You know, while you're saying this, I can see Saloni's face. Saloni and I both have the same face.
I was wondering, like, WhatsApp is end-to-end encrypted, but we just saw a few months back and a journalist, like, reading all these messages. So I don't know if it is encrypted or not, even if it's connected with Google Drive.
Yeah, it's encrypted when it's through WhatsApp, but the minute you back it up onto a Google Drive, it's no longer encrypted.
Wow.
Mind blown.
So we had some mind-blowing information, and I would like to thank everybody.
Yeah, this was very informative.
Yeah.
And very scary also, Sahil.
Very scary. I will think about it today, and also, like, I've learned a lot, guys. Thank you so much. Like, you all have given so much information and so much knowledge, and I'm pretty sure people will be really happy to also listen to you all in all your fields. You guys have, given some amazing tips. And for the rest, we have our website, that is www.reclaimyourprivacy.in, which has tips and tricks and Instagram handle and more information to stay part of this conversation.